Hi, Stub from CorkMV.com here. You know, summer's going to be gone before we know it, but that doesn't mean we can't still enjoy some great summer libations. With that in mind, I'm going to show you today how to make your own tonic for mixing your favorite craft cocktails at home. Now, Stub, you might ask, why would I make my own tonic? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, fresh tonic just tastes fresher. It's a little less sweet and tastes way better than store-bought. It's pretty easy to make, and if you have a trusty soda stream, you'll never have to worry about flat tonic again. One of my pet peeves. So I'm going to show you the recipe that I've spent a good part of the summer trying to perfect. Now keep in mind, a good tonic is going to have a slight bitter quinine kick without being overly sweet. This is going to allow the other components in your cocktails eventually to shine. So the basic recipe today calls for 4 ingredients: water, sugar, cinchona bark, and citric acid. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with 1.5 cups of water in a saucepan. To that, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of cinchona bark. Now, steeping this is going to actually extract quinine. This bark can be bought at most natural food stores or online. All right, next we're going to add citric acid, and I'm adding about 3/4 of a tablespoon, or a teaspoon, sorry, 3/4 of a teaspoon. This is going to give it a little bit of flavor, but more importantly, it's going to preserve it. So that's it. We're putting in the pan right there. We're going to come over to the stove, and we're going to set this on a medium to medium-high heat and bring it just to a boil. Not a rolling boil, but just to a boil. All right, once we've got our gentle boil, we're going to reduce the heat all the way to low, put a lid on to help eliminate evaporation, and simmer this for about 25 minutes. Once we're done steeping essentially our tea here, we're going to bring this over and put it through a coffee filter lined sieve to drain, and hopefully you'll be like me, or not like me, and destroy your coffee filter there. All right, so I should say at this point as well, you're gonna find some other recipes for this online. You're gonna be like, hey, is Stub really doing a good job with this or whatever? This is a basic recipe. You're gonna find recipes that call for using citrus zest or other botanicals, lavender, cardamom, various different things. If you wanna add those, I would add those before I filtered and not have those over the heat. So once you're done simmering, throw those things in there, let them set for 15 or 20 minutes with the lid over your pan, just to steep and bring out those botanicals in there. The reason being, if you cook the citrus, especially the citrus, it's going to taste really cooked, and that's just not a great flavor there. All right, so once we've strained our concoction here, we're gonna add our 3/4 a cup of sugar to complete basically our simple syrup. So there we go. And voila, we are done. So we're gonna let this cool off for a bit before we put it in the appropriate container. All right, our tonic syrup is cooled. We put it in a nice little swing top bottle that you can get from IKEA. Love these things, they're $2. You can put any of your syrups in there. Now, how do we use this tonic syrup, Stub? Well, I'll tell you. We're gonna put a 1/2 ounce or so of the syrup over ice, and you can do the same thing when you're mixing your cocktails. And then we're going to add to that about 3 ounces. So it's a 1/2 ounce to about every 3 ounces of the carbonated water. And as I said earlier, if you have your trusty soda stream here, you never have to worry about flat tonic again. Now, because it's carbonated, we want to give it a gentle stir, but we do want to do that to get the syrup incorporated there. Same with any cocktails you make with this. All right, it's as easy as that. We've gone from not having tonic to having tonic in about let's say 40 minutes total, and that includes a little bit of cooling time and waiting for this thing to simmer. So you can go, watch a show on Netflix while that happens. All right, try the recipe. Let me know what you think. If you try it and add something to it and it makes it better, hit me up on the social media or my email and let me know. Always want to improve what I'm doing here, but it's really, really that simple. So thanks for joining me, and until next time, stop coveting, start drinking. Cheers.